of June 2026. Good morning and welcome to the morning news on Ayogen Media TV. I am Ashrufe Kemsola and right here with me is
Harmony Taiwo.
Before the news in details, first Nigeria's counter-insurgency, senior officers who died in action. Ekiti decides, security forces mobilizes as INEC moves sensitive materials today. Hold Portugal for first ever World Cup points.
Lawmakers criticize Tinubu over rising insecurity and hardship. Petrol imports rise by 60%.
Now the news in full. The killing of senior Nigerian military officers on the front lines of the country's counter-insurgency war highlights the risk borne by troops battling Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province (ISWAP). Between October 2016 and April 2026, at least 16 senior officers, including 3 brigadier generals, 2 colonels, 10 lieutenant colonels, 2 colonels, 10 lieutenant colonels, major have been killed in the line of duty. The recent killings of Hosseini Brahima, brigadier general, and I.A. Muhammad, a colonel of conflicts on the military's leadership. Beyond that, a recent review by the ICIR documented how in the past 8 years, 10 retired senior military officers, including a former chief of defense staff, major generals, brigadier generals, colonels, and an air vice marshal, were killed in violent attacks linked to this border insecurity crisis.
Lawmakers criticize Tinubu over rising insecurity of President Bola Tinubu, saying it has failed to tackle growing insecurity, increasing economic hardship, and threats to Nigeria. The lawmakers said many Nigerians are facing serious challenges, while the government appears to be focusing more on political plans ahead of the 2027 general election. They expressed concern over the current state of nation and called for greater attention to the issues affecting citizens.
Days to the June 20 governorship election in Ekiti State, security agencies, electoral officials, and civil society groups have intensified preparations for what is expected to be one of cycle elections. The heightened preparations came as the Court of Appeal constituted the Ekiti State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal, while the airlift of sensitive electoral materials to support the election and order by election scheduled by the same day. The developments underscore growing efforts agencies to guarantee a peaceful, transparent, and credible election and heighten political activities across the states.
Petrol imports rise by 60% in May. Petrol imports increased by nearly 60% in May after months of data from the Nigerian midstream and downstream petroleum regulators authorities. Oil markets bought more fuels from foreign suppliers, despite reports showed that average daily petrol imports rose from 3.7 million liters per day in April to 5.9 million liters per day in May. The increase happened as the supply of crude oil to local refiners dropped during the same period. The future of local fuel production and Nigerians' goals of producing enough petroleum products for its own needs.
The Democratic Republic of Congo ended their half-century wait to return to the FIFA World Cup in some style on Wednesday. Parts came from behind to deny Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo a win. Pitted against one of the tournament's in Portugal, upon their return, Congo were up against it against Ronaldo and co, but held their nerve during a contest in which they were largely fold under intensifying Portuguese pressure. For 52 years, Congolese football has lived in the shadow of the failure and a disastrous World Cup campaign in West Grammy, where a fine side failed to give a fair count of themselves and were bundled out in ignominy.
C backs Awuni Kwara Kiddings League. The National Sports Commission has promised to support Super Eagles striker Taiwo Awuni. The project will help discover develop young football talent in Nigeria. During a visit to the Commission's office in Abuja, presented Diko with a Nottingham Forest jersey. Diko praised the striker for investing in youth football and assured him of the Commission's support. That will be all for now. I am Armini Darataiwo.
I'm Ashura Faith Olakem Salah. Do have a great day. Bye for now.